Hi guys, I know it was a little bit of a time since I did a video for YouTube, but it's been a busy life. I just got home from Nerja or whatever you say in English. In Sweden we say Nerja, but we had our retreat and mediumship course there, and it was an amazing time. What a beautiful students. And I believe my work is all about healing, all about service, all about helping others, but also helping yourself. And this week was all about healing, self-awareness, finding yourself, finding your time with your spirit friends and reconnect maybe and have that beautiful, beautiful prime time with the spirit world. So it was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful week. And I think I'm more and more coming to that path in my life that evidence, we should have evidence when we work as a medium. We should prove life after death, but it's not all about the evidence. I mean, it's all about healing and it's all about being in service. Yeah, we should prove it, but you have to have the love there for what you're doing. You have to have the love for other people. You have to have a compassion and a passion to do it. I think it's very important ingredients to become a good person and a good medium. So yeah, the evidence is important, but I think you get better evidence and you become a better medium and you will have a better understanding for people you're meeting if you work with yourself. And yes, self-awareness, the animal instinct will immediately, if something is uncomfortable, go into a defense mechanism, because the animal instinct always look for safety and security. We are quite uncomfortable with changes and we like to know where things are supposed to be, so to speak. We like a little boxes so we can have control. Everybody as a human being, I think, has a little bit of control issues. Not on every field, but on certain paths to make them feel comfortable, relaxed. For me, a lot of time back in the time, I get anxiety for the slightest little thing. And today, especially now when I got my hormone tablet, I'm quite normal again. Not if you ask my husband, maybe. No, I'm kidding. But it's easy to forget about yourself, to run away from yourself and just trying to be in that bubbly, awesome, loving energy. I did that for many years. I ran away from myself after my breakup with my ex-husband. And I didn't want to, I stopped doing trance for almost 10 years. Because if you sit in trance, if you connect and you get silent within yourself, you have to face yourself as well. And so I become very good at just doing mental mediumship because it's quick, it's fast, and I love demonstrating. So I didn't have to sit and connect to my inner self and look at who I am. And I'm very happy to say I'm getting back there. I'm sitting more. I take time before I step out of bed in the morning to be in the power a little bit, to just reconnect with my own soul and my own spirit. And I believe that we sometimes forget our own soul and our own spirit. And I believe that our own soul, our own spirit, is the most powerful tool we have. In that silence, you can find the connection with your own soul and you will have all the answers you need for yourself and your life. But it sounds easy, but it is not that easy. And I'm as guilty as charged. When I need it at most, I do it at least. I really need to lay back instead, be quiet and listen again, because it helps with everything. Not only with your mind, your knowledge that you can tap into, the loving feeling you get when spirit come close to you if you sit for them, but it's also good for your physical body. I got diabetes last year and it's because of stress and anxiety. I'm feeling quite well now, but it has taken me some time to get there. At this period in time, I had so much stress because I lived far away from my mom and dad, and they was getting really, really in a bad shape. And my mom passed away end of December last year, and we moved in January the 20th. So it was an awful lot of things going on. So I'm finally feeling I'm settling down, and I also feel that the pain in my body from my diabetes and the burning sensations and everything is slowing down as well. And I believe that is because I'm slowing down now. Yes, I live in a beautiful place now. I just have to open the door, step out, and I hear all the birds. I'm looking out of the lake, the huge garden. It's like childhood memories coming back when I was at my step-grandfather and my grandma when I was a kid, and I loved it out there. That was bliss. I forgot everything, you know, as a teenager with all the problems you have and all the drama you making. And it's a little bit the same feeling here when I step out. It brings me back there and I feel so calm and peaceful, and it's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I'm also pleased that I'm letting the trance work coming forward a little bit, which I have, like I said, run away from. And I'm looking forward to open that door a little bit more. And I think because healing has always been my passion, and I got stuck in mental mediumship and art, of course, spirit art that I'm doing, I think it's time to take that side back again and own it again. And trying to own most of my talents now. And I'm usually saying owning my own power. I even own my own flaws, because God knows we have a lot. And as an old lady with hormones in all of your body, sometimes I don't understand why I'm down. Maybe why I am annoyed or irritated, because the medication took away all my anxiety. But it's like I got PMS back instead. So we'll see if we can do something about it, or if it is a phase. But yeah, it's not easy to be a woman. But of course, you learn about yourself as well, and you're realizing where it's coming from. And therefore, you don't need to act on it. And that's quite nice. So today now, when I sit in peace and quiet, I more or less can feel where it's coming from, which I couldn't when I was stressed up. So the more calm I am, the more in peace I am with myself, the more I recognize the flaws within my body as well, and I recognize my energy in a different way. So that's good. But I would also like you to think about yourself, taking care of yourself. There's a lot of energy we waste on worrying, and sometimes we worry about things for years in case they're gonna happen. What a waste of energy. In case they're gonna happen. Why don't worry if they happened? And sometimes we just worry for the sake of worry, because that's our personality. So, and I'm a worrier. I've lived on stressful energy all my life, and inner stress, and I have a passion connected to it, and a creativity. And it's hard to say, but sometimes when I get very passionate, my husband can say, "My God, you're stressed." And I'm not. It's just a passion, and I'm all in there, and I'm really, really excited. That's a different stress. He sees it as a stress. I see it as my power, you know. I love that feeling more than anything. But maybe it is because that's how I used to be all my life. I don't have that anymore that much. And therefore, to get that, and I'm craving it, I need to work with the spirit energy. I love working with spirit, and I love to challenge myself, just to have that challenge and that rush of energy. I'm addicted to it, I have to say. And we have a saying that all mediums have an addictive personality, and our drug is to be connected with the spirit world. It gives us so much. It gives us joy, upliftment, love, you know. You get high in a very, very positive way. Take care, everybody out there, and take care of yourself, because the more you can take care of yourself, the better you will feel within yourself, the better you will be to your surroundings. And people will notice if you're feeling good within yourself. And I know that from my own experience and with my own kids. When they start to realizing I was feeling good, it was just as much joy for them. So take care of yourself. You are the priority number one. No one else is going to put you there. So put yourself there and really start to like yourself, and maybe you can even love yourself.